You are so laser focused on what that thing is. It is so deep in your soul and your gut that you will do what it takes to make it happen because you know it's bigger than you. On this week's episode of the Rutledge Perspective, I want to talk to you about what it means to be relentless. This was an aha moment that I had that I think will bring a great deal of introspection to you as well as you're thinking about how you are pursuing the desires of your heart, how you're pursuing the goals and strategies that you have in mind for your career, for your life, or for your business. My trainer, who has been with me for years, posted something the other day that said, I may be slow, but I'm determined. And I thought, oh, that's really good. But then I read her commentary on that post. And in her commentary, she essentially said, I've never been the fastest. I've never been the smartest. I've never been the biggest or the whatever-ist. But what I am is relentless. And that was a gut punch for me. Now, maybe it was timing. Maybe it was the introspection that I've been having, or maybe it was just a God wink that we get the messages we need when we're ready to hear them. But when she talked about, I may not be all these things, but what I am is relentless in pursuit of my goals, I had to really think, have I been relentless in the pursuit of making an impact in a way I want to make an impact on this world, in my community, with my family? And I wasn't sure the answer to that was a resounding yes. I've been in action. I've been talking to people. I have thought about what the big hurdles were in my business and have done the work to start moving through those. I've been doing the same work that I consult with my clients on doing, helping them to think through what is the strategy that they're looking to accomplish, right? Who are they as business owners? Who are they as culture developers, right? And then how does that align with the strategy and the business they're trying to build? And then are they aligning their actions, including people, processes, and systems, with those goals, with that vision, and with who they are? And it's definitely a physician heal thyself moment because all of that makes perfect sense. All of it is my alignment, vision, action framework that I know works. I've been using it unwittingly for years. And it's what I put together when I started this business and in becoming this chief navigation officer that really is your business consultant and advisor and your coach when necessary. But this idea of relentless pursuit of our goals was bigger than that. When you think about the things that you are trying to accomplish, who you're trying to reach, the impact you're trying to make, are you relentless in the pursuit of whatever it takes to make that happen? Are you willing not only to let go of stuff that's just not serving you, but are you willing to move positively in action towards making it happen, at least as much as you can? Getting really clear on that what so that the how can be flexible, but the how has to happen. It's easy to say, I'm just going to let it flow. I'm just going to be in flow. And I've even talked about surrendering to the flow. Don't try to control everything. Just be in flow. But my question to you in your relentlessness to getting to where you want to be is, are you allowing flow to really be sitting and waiting for something to happen? Is there more surrender than flow in your surrendering to the flow? Or are you tactically, technically, and intentionally setting up the actions that you need to take in a relentless pursuit of what you know your genius is, of the goals you have set in place for yourself, of the strategy you've built for your business or for your career or for your department? Relentlessness is an action verb, right? It is being unwilling to take anything less than the achievement of what you have in front of you. It is knowing you're not the fastest, you're not the smartest, you're not the biggest, you're not the tallest, you're not the most brilliant in the room, but no one is going to outwork you. It is knowing that you are so laser focused on what that thing is. It is so deep in your soul and your gut that you will do what it takes to make it happen because you know it's bigger than you. You know the impact is bigger than you. You know that you were put here for a reason, for a purpose, to impact your family, your business, your community, the world in whatever way you can. And that relentlessness can come with a cost. I talked on one of my recent episodes about letting go in order to make room for the things that are meant for you. And that seems to be really negative. That's a hard thing to do, to let go of stuff you love. So I'm going to turn it around this week. In relentless pursuit of something, it's not so much letting go, but it is understanding that time is not renewable. And while energy may be, the time that you spend using your energy for something that's not helpful is not time you can get back. So what are you doing in order to be relentless about what are the things I'm going to actively do to achieve the goals that I have put in place for myself? How am I going to be relentless about that achievement? How am I going to make sure that I'm making a conscious and intentional decision to do things as opposed to just the conscious and intentional decision not to do things? It's that balance of choice. You choose what to do, but you also choose what to let go. And in a relentless pursuit of a goal, there's got to be a combination of both. And so my question to you this week is, what are you doing to be relentless about the pursuit of your thing? Now, when I mentioned to my trainer, oh my gosh, this was so great. It was really a punch in the gut for me. I had to really sit down and say, Laurel, you say this is the thing you want to do. Are you relentlessly pursuing it? Pursuing your business, pursuing your health, pursuing the things that you have laid out in your vision. Are you relentless about those? Or are you just in action, but not in action in a way that really focuses the energy towards achieving the thing? And that's a fine line, and it requires a heavy level of awareness. And when I sent that to her, she said, but Laurel, here's the thing to remember. Relentlessness looks different for everyone. My relentless looks very different than your relentless. I am relentless about things because my goals are specifically related to me. And so I'm relentless about the pursuit of my health and my strength and how competitive I am about being in these Peloton classes and wanting to be at the top of the leaderboard. But my business is different. My goals are different. My drive is different. My focus is different. And so even as I ask you to think through, what is your strategy? How is that strategy aligned with who you are? And then what are those actions that you got to take to make it happen? And are you relentlessly pursuing them? I want you to surround that question with, what does relentless look like for you? Does that mean there are additional skills you are determined to gather into your toolbox? Does that mean there are things you're going to stop doing because they still give you pleasure, but they're not necessarily moving you closer towards your goal? And you're stopping them for now, not necessarily forever. Or does relentless mean you are saying no to absolutely everything else because the only thing that matters is that goal at the moment? And you could be anywhere along that trajectory, but I challenge you to be relentless about achieving that vision that you have set for yourself. Understanding that strategy, understanding those goals, knowing who you need to put around you. I've said over this 5 years of this podcast is, no matter whether you're building a business or building a career, it's about strategy and people. What are you trying to achieve? And then who are you putting around you in your village to help you achieve that? And they may or may not be the people that you think of immediately that are going to give you the information that you need. Who would have thought that I would have had this amazing aha moment in a self-care situation and relationship that's become much deeper than that, but from my trainer and just a post that she posted? But because I remain open to whatever the universe is sending me, the God winks that he is telling me that I need to be moving towards or moving away from, because my heart and my mind and my emotions are open to hear what he is telling me and then to move in that action, I was able to gather something from this simple post. Be relentless. and evaluate the work that you are doing and determine, are you really being relentless or are you just being in action? Because empowered action includes a determination, an activity, and an energy towards the action that you're taking. So that is your homework this week. Are you being relentless about your pursuit? Are you really thinking clearly and being determined about getting to where you really want to be? I am so truly grateful and truly humbled by the fact that you have tuned in to this podcast on a weekly basis, or someone sent it to you and you went back to listen to old episodes. This is year 5. And after 5 years and 20,000 downloads, I will be sunsetting the Rutledge Perspective podcast with this episode. And not because I don't love it. I absolutely love it. And I still have more to say. And I still have more conversations to have. And I will. And at this point in time, the relentless pursuit of the impact I want to make requires that I take a pause, that I decide what that next iteration of the podcast is going to be, that I align everything that I'm doing with this real idea and determination to make an impact with these amazing women business owners who are creating the cultures that they wanted to work in. It is absolutely imperative that my relentless drive and energy and determination is focused. And so you will see me back. You will see me still out there, still giving some messages that I get. Come see me on Saturday mornings as I do my walking wisdom in no makeup and hair all over the place or covered up in the heat. But those are places and ways in which I am able to continue to serve by putting energy out, because the energy you put out is the energy you get back. You attract the energy that you need. And so I truly, truly am grateful and thankful and appreciative of every single one of you who decided to listen, who took something away from this and did a different thing, who passed it on to someone else, or who commented and said, oh my gosh, I needed to hear this today. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate that you have been on this journey with me that was so out of my comfort zone, but became a really cool and intentional and intrinsic part of who I am as an entrepreneur. Keep watching on my social. You can follow me there. You can find everything you need to find about me at laurelrutledge.com. And I will be announcing the next best thing that's coming. So stay tuned because it'll be there. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of the summer, because clearly in Houston, that's where we're in. And I will catch you on the flip side. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching this video. If it said something to you, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And you can find more of my video content here. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.